I feel bad for Jeong Won's mom. She even wrote down the passcode to her door and even her kids' birthdays. That has to be Ik-Sun. It has to be her. Who else would it be? It is! They're on the bus together! This episode definitely put the spotlight on all of the parents out there. I mean, just when you thought that Gyeo's mom was in trouble, and then with Jeong Won, and then they brought in Song Hwa's mom into having a situation too, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. And after watching this episode, and I'm definitely going to do it after I'm done with this review, is I want to call my parents and my grandparents and just tell them I love them. So at the beginning of the episode, it starts off with Jeong Won and Junan at home. They're drinking. They're feeling a little down. Well, for Junan, he's been feeling down ever since he broke up with Ik-Sun. But his reunion ended early. He heard Ik-Sun's voice, so he's feeling down and drinking. For Jeong Won, Gyeo did not meet up with him at the location. She had family trouble, so he's feeling down and drinking. There's really nothing much I can say about that scene other than two guys just going through something and they're just drinking. But then we get to the next scene. This one broke my heart. It really did. We see Jeong Won's mom on her bed. She's sitting on her bed. And then she lays down and starts crying. On her bedside drawer, on top of it, we see a little booklet. She wrote the passcode to her door and the birthdays of her kids. When I saw that, again, I was so heartbroken. Like, I did not want anything bad to happen to his mom. Now, when Jeong Won's mom was at home having a meal with Jong-soo, she asked him, "Do I have Alzheimer's?" Because she has been forgetting some stuff lately. And she even used that time when she went to the pharmacy. She always takes the same route. She knows the route in the back of her head, but when she was coming back, she got lost. Jong-soo said, "Hey, we should tell Jeong Won about this." But she said, "Don't tell him, not yet." When she said that, I couldn't help but think of Startup. And yes, the actress who portrays Jeong Won's mom is the grandma from Startup. And for those who have seen Startup, remember when Injae found out that her grandma was blind? It was after her grandma went blind. So when Jeong Won's mom said, "Don't tell him, not yet," I couldn't help but think, yo, he better not find out until after. He better not. He better find out now, which he does later on in this episode. And then one night, Jeong Won's mom was getting out of bed. She fell, her legs gave out, and she hurt her head, and she winded up in the hospital. Song Hwa checked the CT scan, and she said, "Nothing's broken, nothing is fractured, good." But then she asked Jeong Won, has she been forgetting some stuff lately? And Jeong Won said, "Well, yeah, I have noticed it, yeah." And it came down to, well, they thought it was Alzheimer's, but it wasn't. So according to Jeong Won and Song Hwa, they said it's hydrocephalus. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong, but they think it's that, and it's treatable. And just when you thought that the other patients' moms and Jeong Won's mom were the only ones that were in a very tight situation, here comes Song Hwa's mom in her situation as well. So Song Hwa first called her mom. She said that she couldn't be with her. She's busy with a surgery, and her mom does have an appointment, so she can go there alone. But it wasn't until after Song Hwa was done with the surgery, she got a call from the professor, and she was told that her mom has Parkinson disease. This is where it hit Song Hwa badly, and she was feeling down, really down, probably towards the end of the episode. And after she got the bad news, she called her mom. She was crying, and she told her mom, "Hey, I'm not busy anymore. Work is not important. I'm free." I find it hilarious that IkJun pretty much stopped people from going into her office while she was feeling down, and he is the perfect person to put a smile on her face, especially when he gave her the flat top grill that she wanted when they were out eating at that restaurant, which was so perfect. For Gyeo and Jeong Won, there's really nothing much to say. I kind of expected her not to appear in this episode because she does have her family problems, but she did come back. What was pretty funny was that Jeong Won's mom was shocked to see Gyeo in front of her, and she said, "Oh, You came to see me and not him? You know, that was pretty funny. But yeah, she did come back. And I kind of thought that this was very suspicious. So when Jeong Won caught Gyeo, and well, first Gyeo told him about, you know, her mom falling down, broken ribs, fractured bones. And when Jeong Won asked Gyeo, is she okay? He asked her many times. I don't know, like, from a guy who watched K-dramas, when a character asks another character, are you okay? And they ask him so many times, usually it's not okay, but I'm glad everything's okay. Now for Mina. Mina. Is it just me, or is Mina becoming a comedy relief type of character? Because she is hilarious, adorable. She's proving that she is my favorite character outside of the main five. And I thought it was pretty funny where she was talking to a teddy bear in 3 different voices, where she kind of just blames herself for making mistakes and doing stupid things. But then when Uni came into the room and she said, oh, I heard 3 different voices arguing at each other, which was so funny. And when she got cramps and the only person who went to see her was Seokyeong, she cried because she was so happy that he came, which I thought was pretty cute and adorable too. Then we get to the ending. This was a finally type of vibe to it. So Junan, he was heading out. He took a cab. I think it was a cab or Uber, whatever. But eventually he was on the bus. He closed his eyes for a few moments. We see Ik Sun getting on the same bus, sitting behind him. The moment she passed him, he opened his eyes. He was like, wait a minute. I think it could have been her perfume or whatever. But he opened his eyes. He looked back and they made eye contact. And that was the end of the episode. So again, that was like a finally they meet up ever since they broke up. Finally. So my impression on the episode, well, first, finally, Ik Sun and Junan met face to face ever since they broke up. They made eye contact. So yeah, it's going to be something between them. But I do have a feeling that Ik Sun might get off the bus and take another one. But the only thing I'm hoping for, at least, is some words, pretty much. Will they get back together? Oh yeah, they definitely will. And IkJun is going to be happy about that. For this episode, I think it's the longest episode we've ever had for season 2. It's almost 2 hours. It was like 1 hour and 47 minutes. But the spotlight was definitely on the patients. It didn't matter if the patients appear in one episode, or it didn't matter if the patients were our characters' moms. But it definitely focused on the patients, which I thought that was pretty cool too. Mina, she becomes funny and funnier every episode. So I am loving how the writers are writing her scenes because I am enjoying them. So that was the gist of the episode and my review. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave it in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.